Hey guys, what's up? It's once again, it is mp4podcast.com, and right now I'm going to kick the living shit out of the Green Lantern. Scorpion is a badass in this game. I didn't learn all his moves. I learned them a little bit later on when I was playing. This is the first time playing Scorpion, and I really dig Scorpion. He's a hell of a character. This is probably my favorite version of Scorpion. Now, I haven't played the regular Mortal Kombat version that came out for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. But this is the most up-to-date Scorpion that I've played, and I really like Scorpion. But what I want to talk about is that I saw the trailer for the new RoboCop movie, and a lot of people are on the fence if they like it or so on. Some people call it, a crossbreed of Batman and Iron Man. Some people don't like the suit. They don't like the way the metal looks and so on. Some people are saying they want it to look like it's in the 80s. Other people want it to reflect what's going on in today's politics and so on. That's why you see the drones in the trailers and so on. But I have to say, when I watched the original RoboCop, now I want to say RoboCop 2, it wasn't that great. RoboCop 3, it was okay. Like if you just checked your brain at the door and so on. Now, the sci-fi miniseries, that was actually halfway decent. There's also the RoboCop TV show. I haven't really seen too many of those, but then there was also the RoboCop cartoon series way back in the day. But the original movie was a lot of fun. I just loved that movie. Now, this RoboCop seems to be a little bit more like Iron Man. He's going to have a lot of flexibility. This guy's going to be able to go head-to-head with, like, Bruce Lee or something, Where the old RoboCop was more clunky, he couldn't do, like, kung fu moves or anything. But the magic of him was that he was like a big, giant dinosaur, like, that type of thing. Kind of like Terminator is. The Terminators, they're not, they're not like ninjas or anything. They're just clunky robots, and they throw each other through walls and stuff like that, and cement falls on them, and you pick up a 2x4 or a steel pole or something, you whack a Terminator in the head, the Terminator goes flying, and so on. It's kind of fun to see how much of a beating these robots can get. And that's what I kind of like about the 80s feel to RoboCop, that it has that magical point in time in the 80s. Now, I'm older, so, other kids who are probably 13 years old who are going to see this movie, they're not going to have that nostalgia feel like how I have when watching the original RoboCop. But I just want to say this. I like sci-fi movies that are, where they look like they're in the 50s, and then they kind of have an imagination of what the future looks like. Kind of like if you ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the map Nuketown 2025. That's how the people in the 60s saw the future. So it has that little bit of a different artistic style to it. And that's what I kind of like about the old RoboCop. They didn't have cell phones, and so on, like all this high tech. I mean, it's kind of like when you saw that back in the 80s and the 90s, the RoboCop movie, you really didn't know anything about computers, if this is even possible. You just accepted it. And now today's people are so educated with, what computers can do and how much processing they can do. It just doesn't seem that believable, kind of. And also, like a lot of people, they don't like the realistic Godzilla movies with the CGI. They like the ones with the rubber suits on. And that's what RoboCop, the old RoboCop, kind of had that magic feel to it. You could like shoot him with like with 100 different machine guns, and he's just gonna keep on walking really slowly, and he's gonna grab a couple of those guys and shoot them, and he's like, "Don't move, dirtbag," something like that. But I hope the new RoboCop movie is good. I just don't really know how I feel about it, because I do have a really strong nostalgia feel to the old RoboCop. And just to let anybody know, if you are a RoboCop fan, definitely check out the Frank Miller RoboCop versus Terminator. It's one of the best Terminator and RoboCop and Terminator stories. It's a crossover. It's a lot of fun. I love that comic book. Also, there's the RoboCop versus Terminator video games that came out for Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. And I think there was a ROM that got released. It was for the NES, but never got an official release or something like that. But I love RoboCop. I love Terminator and like big, giant, clunky robots going at it and everything like that. But let me know what you guys think about this whole, RoboCop, and do you like the new art style for it? For right now, I'm just gonna hold off until I see the movie. It might be a great movie. I just don't know. So once again, guys, this has been MP4podcast.com signing out. You guys have an awesome day. Later, guys. Bye.